Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke and Deacon have a discussion about what's going on with their son, Hope Logan. That same day, Carter confesses his passions for Hope as there's no mistrustfulness that there's major chemistry between the two of them. Ridge and Steffy also question Carter's support for Hope for the future, seeing how the line has no plutocrat. Brooke can't help but wonder what's going on with Hope. Little does she know that she's actually lost in study over Carter and their love. Away, Carter has also blazoned that he's invited Ivy and Electra Forrester to pitch a new jewelry line. Steffy reacts to Ivy and Electra's jewelry line pitch, which pushes Carter over the edge. That same day, Will and Electra can't help but notice that there might be some chemistry between them as well. Eric realizes that Commodity just isn't right with Steffy and that she needs to stop being so jealous over everyone. That same day, Steffy expresses her dubieties about Carter to Ridge. Carter shakes effects up in the boardroom when he announces his vision for Forrester Creations. It seems like there's a new feud brewing between the Logans and the Forresters formally again, too. Carter Walton to fall indeed harder for Hope Logan. It stated that Carter and Hope Logan will enjoy a romantic evening together. With Liam Spencer suddenly missing Hope, could this lead to another messy love triangle? Carter has been allowing about Hope relatively frequently. Carter indeed had an idea on how to help Hope save her fashion line. Carter's idea is for Hope for the future to take alleviation from Brooke's bedroom. Carter feels so explosively about this that he created a whole pitch for it, which suckers watched in Thursday's occasion. Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester Finnegan hadn't made a decision yet. Hope and Carter spend the evening together. Before, Hope was stressed about the meeting. Carter did his stylish to assure Hope. Suckers know that Hope tends to fall hard for men who gush about her. So, Carter is surely on the right track if he wants a love with the developer. In fact, Carter tells Hope just how his heart feels in Friday's occasion. So, all that kissing could lead to Commodity more. Liam will still be allowing about Hope. Liam told Hope that they should reunite, but she refused. Liam also tried to invite Hope back with a videotape homage. That didn't work moreover. Also, Liam planted a juicy kiss on Hope's lips. That ended with Hope pushing Liam down. Indeed so, Liam told Bill Spencer that Will Spencer pushed him to suppose about a future with Hope again. So, it doesn't sound like Liam is giving up anytime soon, indeed if Hope and Carter come sanctioned. Steffy replying to Carter's pitch. Steffy might suppose that Carter's pitch is all Hope's doing. Steffy and Ridge will have a big decision to make. However, could Steffy designedly sabotage it? If support is thrown towards Hope's line. When it comes to Hope Logan, you just know what's on her mind. That's why a lot of people can't help but wonder what her true intentions with Carter might be. According to the rearmost occasion, Hope went to Carter's office to thank him for giving her fashion line, Hope for the future, another lifeline so to speak. But it's enough clear that Carter is involved substantially because his heart is set on winning Hope. Else, he presumably would treat the line just like every other developer at Forrester Creations. It's been neglected for times for a reason. Still, it's because it clearly is, if all of this sounds familiar. It wasn't too long ago that Thomas Forrester had also proven himself to be a good idol after he managed to save Hope for the future from remains as well. Easily, Carter wants to have a relationship with Hope. But as numerous suckers have noticed these last many weeks, Hope keeps on changing her mind as to who she wants to spend her veritably precious time with. While it seems like Thomas Forrester is out of the picture, she's still got Finn on her mind. And also there's Carter, who seems to want to get veritably close to her, but just doesn't know how to do it. Commodity tells us that Hope might end up taking advantage of Carter's time and his liberality, but not just for one thing if you know what we mean. Effects are about to get enough heated. While Hope and Carter were kissing and close talking, Steffy intruded them, but she was none the wiser. Her take Hope was badgering Carter about Hope for the future. After the COO left, Hope and Steffy tried to have a mature discussion. But not before Steffy harangued Hope about bothering Carter. Also, she makes a sardonic citation of how Hope kissed Finn. But they both tried to feel on board with chancing a way to attend peacefully. The ultimate thing would be their families to get on and be musketeers, indeed. Eventually, they do and yell at each other. Still, when they talk about their maters. Hope says Brooke could admire Taylor's relationship with Ridge still. Steffy can't help but say commodity about how, since Taylor's a good person, she'll no way try to break up Brooke and Ridge. On the other hand, they will have a love that no way dies. At Steffy's, Brooke continued to catch on Ridge and Taylor, shaking up their chakras. With each exercise or disguise, they worked on their connection. The final disguise had Taylor straddling Ridge's stage. At the end of the session, Taylor felt lighter and freer and no longer wanted to keep her trip a secret. After Ridge left, Brooke walked by and wanted to know what was going on. Taylor eventually revealed to Brooke that she had broken heart's pattern. Brooke looked skeptical and furious. Brooke brazened Taylor about the spectacle she saw from hence. At one point, Taylor straddled Ridge's stage, and they looked intimate. Brooke demanded Taylor to fill her in because the optics were bad. Taylor explained her heart problems, broken heart pattern, and the purpose of the mending session. At first, Brooke was hella skeptical. She allowed. This was all a ploy for Taylor to get near to Ridge. Indeed, after she started to accept the broken heart pattern part of it, she still indicted Taylor of going after Ridge and asked her not to. At the sanitarium, Finn and Steffy were the happy couple. In between kissing, they bandied Taylor and Ridge, taking over their house that night. They had no idea what was going on in their home, but Steffy couldn't help but be curious. Ridge arrived at Eric's, where Ridge was eventually suitable to get Eric up to speed on the Taylor broken heart opinion. Eric told Ridge that Brooke allowed. She demanded to be bothered about Taylor. Ridge assured his pater that she didn't need to feel this way. He'd explain everything to her as soon as he could. Latterly, Brooke and Ridge talked. Brooke told him she knew about everything. And that she, in fact, had brazened Taylor. Meanwhile, Ridge let her know that Taylor had asked him not to say anything to anyone. Brooke wanted to know what he was doing with Isaac's wife. Ultimately, Taylor sat Steffy down and told her son why she and Brooke had to have a talk. And she started to tell Steffy about coming back to Los Angeles to be with her and the grandkids, and to deal with the fact that she allowed. She was dying. Taylor continued to talk to Steffy about her heart complaint dread and the broken heart pattern opinion. The aligning of her chakras with Ridge helped her immensely. As long as she kept her movables with the cardiologist and took her drug, she'd continue feeling like a new woman. Ridge and Chandra helped her deal with stuff she hadn't dealt with for a long time, including Phoebe's death. While Steffy told Taylor not to worry about Brooke, Taylor assured her she wouldn't. Although, she wasn't back in city to reunite with Ridge. Still, she surely wanted him in her life. Meanwhile, Brooke and Ridge talked about what happened between him and Taylor. She wanted him to help her understand what went on, and he described the whole yab-yum disguise, the bone, with Taylor straddling Ridge, and how they connected and came one. Brooke told Ridge that a disguise like that isn't commodity you do with someone who's not your significant other or woman. He should have told her what he'd planned for Taylor. But now that they had cleared all that up, she wanted him to show her the same yab-yum disguise. Supposedly, Liam created some kind of videotape homage for HFTF, and it was principally a look at Hope's life, her work life and her family life with Liam and the kiddies. And he made it clear that he'd been allowing about her and was inspired by her. Indeed, though she liked the way they were now, he kissed her out of the blue and told her he'd been staying to do that for a long time. Steffy and Ridge talked about Taylor and the whole spiritual mending scene at her house. When Steffy allowed, Brooke had to have had a conniption seeing Taylor straddling Ridge. Ridge had an answer for her. He told her how he and Brooke made up for that. When Steffy replied, Brooke walked by. Meanwhile, Hope was stressed about the forthcoming HFTF meeting. Liam tried to calm effects down by offering to take Beth for the evening. Carter intruded, and after he hyped Hope up for the meeting, they had no choice but to attend.